Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we are in Christmas season. December is here, and soon you will see William Ruto gathering so many Kenyans at his residence in Sugoi in order for him to give out what is referred to as Christmas gift branded President William Ruto. So we are expecting that it is going to come. Last year it happened. It's going to repeat itself. But one question you should be asking yourself as you walk to William Ruto's Sugoi home or residence. If you get a chance, ask the president, what about our health care? What about our hospitals? What about our doctors? I'm saying so because already I have seen Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmaceutical and Dentist Union, is called KMPDU. Their Secretary General, David Atela, has already directed the doctors to countrywide start discharging the patient from the hospital. On Tuesday, the doctors should start discharging patients. That's next week, because they are already preparing that on 19th, all hospitals should be should make sure that all the patients have been released. Wako nyumbani. All is in a preparation for doctor strike set to start on December 22. It's very serious. The information was shared also on staff. Doctors should start discharging patients from December 19th so that on the midnight of December 22, strike day, we don't lose patients. Look at that. Watoe mapema wagonjwa kwa hospitali ili wasipoteze mgonjwa. The government should be able to take responsibility for the patients because we have given enough notice. We withdraw. So that as doctors in our hospitals, we send patients home. So they will not lose. That whichever patient will lose their lives when they have been discharged from the hospital, it will be the responsibility of government of William Ruto, but not doctors. Look at that statement. Then, as we're still listening to this, we also see another notice from nurses. Nurses are also threatening to strike together with the doctors. Then the hospitals will not operate. We will be in a limbo. Christmas is here. The man in Satan is preparing to come and give you gifts in Sugoi. Doctors are here preparing for a strike. How did it come? The story is about remuneration and welfare of doctors. There was return to work formula. There was bargaining agreement, CBA. If the government has reached this level, and we are seeing doctors now making a decision to go back on the street, it means the government has refused to honor the RTWF. If the government had honored the return to work formula, there is no way we'll be talking about a strike. There is no way that doctors will be threatening to go on the street. They have failed to honor. Imagine you negotiate on something in order for doctors to get back to the hospital from the street. Then you give a span of a period. It elapses. The government is showing no goodwill. And because of lack of goodwill from the government, doctors, through their SG, Atela, They are now going to go back to the street. So this Christmas, as you celebrate, there will be no one in the hospital if indeed this threat will be made true. There will be no one in hospital to take care of your sick people, including yourself. So imagine if you have a sick person in hospital. Some people are in intensive care units. People have clinics they have to attend. Then, boom, a strike. And the SG is telling us that they don't want to lose anyone. December 22. On 19th, patients were discharged. Waenda nyumbani. We don't want to lose patients. Hawataki kupoteza mgonjwa. Lakini serikali itajibu kama wagonjwa wata. Is Ruto serious to solve the doctor's problem? Now, doctors are not like teachers. These doctors can survive because they can as well, in fact most of them, they have contract in private hospitals also. Unamaliza kazi leo jioni unaenda mahali uko na operation 2-3. Wengine ni wa brain surgery, heart surgery. Sijui what. There's so many specialized doctors. So even private hospitals, because they cannot employ some doctors, they normally have them on some hours. You come and work, you are paid, unaenda. They will not run out of finances. They will have a way to survive because there is still demand. They have a way of surviving. Remember, they have their own clinics. Watu wamejipanga. Wengine wako na clinics zao, they are running. So you will go back home, in your clinic you open, alafu jioni uko kwa maandamano na bado una survive. Hawa si walimu. They have a means and a way of survival. Sio walimu wenye kama ni maandamano ni hivyo, hata ukiwakazia mshahara they have no way to survive. No. For doctors, and this can explain the reason why we had a prolonged strike of doctors. Even when they were told that their salary is going to be withdrawn, they will not get. They still continued. You cannot threaten a doctor na kusema ya kwamba nimesimamisha mshahara yako. Unakumbuka siku nyingine, the story was told that Moi at one point, he decided to fire all doctors because they striked. What happened? Those doctors never suffered. South Africa hired all of them. So, we lost experienced doctors in our hospitals. And South Africa had one of the best doctors ever because they were well experienced. Look at the market. Another problem that Kenyans should know is that this issue of doctors, for success of private hospitals, for success, let me repeat, of private hospital owners, public hospitals must be put in a chaotic situation. Hawa watu wako na mahospitali zao wamejenga huku, wengine ni partners. Wanataka biashara yao iendelee. They must disrupt the order of the day in public hospitals in order for their private hospitals to thrive. So we are left with private hospitals that are charging so much expensive. Some of us, we cannot afford. But then that's the only way we have to. Look at that. They are collecting taxes. More than any other president, this regime is collecting more. 8% to 16%, Jamaica. We are here struggling to pay doctors. They have been bragging about, this regime has employed more teachers ever than another person. Hawa walimu wameka kwa intern. Sijui ni contract ya mwezi mwaka mmoja. Alafu nasikia mwalimu ako na degree, analipwa 28,000. Wengine wanasikia wanalipwa 19,000. Wako na diploma. Tell me. And they're bragging about it. So why are they not solving the issue of healthcare? So we are anticipating for a strike. We'll have a problem. What agreement were they making with the doctors? Then where are we? We have a government that has subjected Kenyans to a strike after strike. The people who are going to suffer the most are the taxpayers in this country, especially the poor, who cannot afford their medical care bills in private hospitals. Ruto is creating shakahola for Kenyans during this Christmas because he's not ready to listen and solve the problems. Interns walikuwa wanataka 150,000. Ruto anasema niko na 70. Waliana kivipi? What about the welfare of these doctors? Now, if we have nurses and doctors, all of them on a strike, tuko na shida kubwa.